YouTube, it's Calvin. Welcome back. Hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving and you guys had a chance to spend some time with your friends and family. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what you should be collecting in your portfolio before 2024 is over. So stay tuned for that. I got 10 great cards you definitely don't want to miss out on, and some bonus picks if you stick around to the end. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for all your support, kindness. Hit the buttons if you haven't already. Like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to have you a part of the community. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so the first card on our set is going to be the Bubble Mew from Paldean Fates. That set released back in January 2024, and Charizard was the #1 card in that set, but the Mew has actually overtaken him. Right now, in a PSA 10, the Mew is going for right at about 580, a little bit more, a little bit less. So right now, it's been going up. If you can pick it up while you can before it actually starts to really peak, I think now would be a great time to buy for that card. The #2 card in our section is going to be Groudon. This card is coming out of the Paradox Rift set. That set I released back in November 2023, and this is the #1 chase card in that set right now. The card in that PSA 10 is going for about $200, and the price action has been fairly stable, so no big spikes or dips. So that's what we want to see. We want to try to get in before the spikes actually happen. So right now would be a great time to get in on the Groudon. The #3 card in our portfolio is going to be the Charizard EX from Paldean Fates. So second card from Paldean Fates set. This one is now the #2. It was #1. I think there's a chance that Charizard could take back the #1 spot again, and we're right before that momentum actually happens. This card is going for right at about $400. So if you can get in now, the price is just right. Again, I think it's right before the Charizard takes over that Mew. Okay, the #4 card in our portfolio is going to be the Eevee from the Twilight Masquerade set. The artwork on this card is just beautiful. Eevee is a fan favorite, so no questions on why it's the #2 spot. That card in the PSA 10 is going for right at about $180, and the price has been relatively stable. So if you can buy it now, this will be a good time to get in there before the spikes start to happen, and which is great because we want to buy them before we get there. The #5 card on our list is going to be Walking Wake. This card was released in Temporal Forces, came out back in March of 2024. Right now, this is the #3 most expensive card in this set. It's currently going for about $125 in a PSA 10, so really affordable. And Suicune is a really popular fan favorite card. I think this card actually has the ability and the opportunity to take over the #1 spot. The #6 card on our list today is going to be Roaring Moon. This card debuted in the Paradox Rift set. It came out in November 2023, and it is the second most expensive card in that set behind the Groudon. This card is going for right at about $160 in the PSA 10, and again, the prices have been relatively flat, so not a lot of booms, not a lot of busts. If you can get in now, that would be a great time to buy. About $160 for this card. Okay, the next card on our list, #7, is a fan favorite, of course. We have the Greninja EX from Twilight Masquerade. Again, that set debuted in May 2024. This is the #1 card in that set. This is the chase card. Right now, in the PSA 10, this card is going for about $700. Good news, though, there hasn't been any massive spikes in this card just yet, so the prices have been relatively stable. That indicates to me it's a good time to go ahead and get in now if you can. Okay, the #8 card in our section is going to be Terapagos EX from Stellar Crown. That set released September 2024, and this is the #1 chase card in this set. This card is going for right at about $250 in a PSA 10, and this set's still relatively new. I think we actually have some room for this card to go down just a little bit because a lot of the product still hasn't hit the market just yet. So I think a good price point for this card would be about $200 to $225. Okay, the #9 on our list is going to be Squirtle from the Stellar Crown set as well. Squirtle is currently the #2 most expensive card in that set. This card is going right at about $200 in a PSA 10. I think a good price point for this card, same deal, about $175 to $190. The set is still relatively new, so give it time for the price to come down a little bit. There's going to be a lot more product released for Stellar Crown, so more cards are going to enter the market. Okay, so the last cards, so we're going to kind of do this one a little differently. It's going to be an evolution line. So we have the Gardevoir evolution line from the Scarlet and Violet base set. That set debuted in March 2023, and we're going to be looking at the illustration rare of the routes, the Curla, and then also the Gardevoir special illustration rare. So this cards, kind of depict a timeline, if you will, of a young Pokemon routes, and it evolves and grows up, and it's also going along with the family that raised routes, and so that's really a storytelling kind of card, and that's why it really hit our list. This card is beautiful. The whole lineup of them is, and they do a great job of telling a story. Now, this is interesting. The routes has really been taken off recently. That was going for about 210. The Curlia is about 130, and then the Gardevoir is about 100. So the routes has been really on a boom. Not sure why, but so if you can go ahead and pick up the routes now before it really takes off, perfect. And I think the Gardevoir is really a steal at $100. If you can find those for $100 right now, I think that's a perfect addition to your collection. So on this one, I want all three of those in the portfolio. We'll kind of count them as one unit, but you want that story, you want that whole complete picture together. It'll add extra value for you. So that's going to be the number 10 card on our list, and then I also have some bonus picks for you. Stay tuned. Bonus round. There's 3 different promos on my list that if you can add to your collection, get them in the PSA 10, just hold them. The promos don't do as well as some of the chase cards in the normal sets, but over time they will appreciate it. It just takes a lot longer because they were mass produced. So number 1, the Greninja special illustration rare from the Shrouded Fable set. Second one is going to be the Kingdra from the Shrouded Fable set. The Greninja and the Kingdra are beautiful promos. Those are going to age wonderfully. If you can get a chance to get those in the PSA 10, you can go ahead and add them to your collection. Just tuck them away. Those will do very well long term. And then lastly, the Mew EX from the 151 special illustration, Ultra Premium Collection box. Is going to be a beautiful card too. It's the pink Mew just floating around the city. That card, the artwork is just done very gorgeously. The sun in the background has like an aura about it. It kind of glistens when you hit the light right. Just a wonderfully done card. So that promo is going to do very well too. Again, it won't shoot up overnight. So those you'll probably have to hold for a little while. But if you have them in your collection, you won't be disappointed. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I know I didn't put in the Magikarp, and also I left off the Pikachu from Surging Sparks. The Magikarp, I believe we've already missed the boat on. That one's kind of already taken off. I don't know how much more room it has to go, but I feel like we already missed the boat on the Magikarp. I didn't put the Pikachu in because Surging Sparks is the newest set currently, and you want to give it a chance to kind of let some cards hit the market first before you want to rush in there to buy. So let some more product hit the market, let the cards kind of get a chance to fill out some of the portfolios, and then once people have kind of had their fill, you can go in there and get a good price for it. So that card will definitely be on the list. Probably look for that one next year on what you want to invest in 2025. All right, so on this series, I want to do a recap probably once a month. We'll see how the portfolio is doing, and then we'll see where we're at. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't already, hit the like, comment, subscribe button if you're really enjoying the content. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.